Good morning, Facebook. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday. So, if you're catching this on the replay, feel free to skip to about 2.5 minutes. Kind of get to the get past all the formalities. All right. Good morning, Charmin, my love. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So, gotta do some things real quick before we get started today. Good morning, everybody. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. All right, put that right there. Good morning. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Oops. 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 All right, as you pop in, feel free to say hello. Hello. We'll get started in just a second. Good morning, everybody. And then last thing I'm gonna do right now is do this right here. Boom. And change it right there. Good morning, good morning. We're gonna get started just a second, guys. Just a second. Just trying to share this out real quick. Trying to spread some positivity out there in this world. And there it is. That's it. Done. Okay, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's Monday morning. You got things to do, jobs to get to. If you're waking up in the morning, and it should be, it's 7:15 Central Time here, 8:15 Eastern. You guys are probably already at work, so you're probably not watching this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. By the way, for those of you catching this on the replay, my name's Rick Young. I like to do video quotes. I like to do take a quote, give you my perspective of that quote, and then we run with it. And hopefully it'll bring some positivity, start your day out right. Some or whenever it is that you're watching this, whether it's on the replay or not, and just kind of spread some positivity out there in a very like I said, negative and chaotic world. So we need a lot of times we need to pick me up, and that's what it does to me every time I read a quote. I get a lot out of it, and so I decided to do a little twist and do a video quote. And by the way, I posted a link to my YouTube channel where I posted all my previous ones, and today's episode is number 65. Yep, number 65. 65 is the number. I think there have been more than that, but one was taken down from from Facebook, and a couple other ones I've lost in the sauce. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today's video quote of the day is, where'd it go? There we go. Persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. Persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. And so this quote is by, and I'm going to probably mess this up because it is a little long. It is Paramahansa Yogananda. Yogananda. I'm messing up. Paramahansa Yogananda. Anyway, it's kind of cool. I just looked this person up real quick, and it's an Indian yogi. It was in the early 1900s. He was an Indian yogi who introduced Westerners to meditation. So pretty cool. So that's the quote, and it was by persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. So here's what stemmed this quote for me. All right, for those of you that don't know, the Army Navy college football game was this past weekend, and the Army won. And so now again, a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people probably don't care. It doesn't matter. It's what I'm about to talk about is truly what I'm trying to get at here. But it was pretty cool. Okay, so here's a few things. Now, while everybody's going crazy that the Army won, which again, I'm Army, so I'm loving it. And frankly, I mean, I had it on, but it was in the background because I was doing other things. And I love football. Don't get me wrong. My priorities are different. Excuse me. And And so everybody's all crazy, and everybody's on Facebook, and they're just going crazy about the Army Navy game, about Army beating and all that stuff, which was great. It's absolutely cool. But here's how I looked at it. So just give you a little perspective of this. So Army, this is the first win in 14 years. Okay, 14 years, right? Since the Army beat Navy. Last time they beat Navy was in 2001. All right, 14 years since they played, and since Army has won. So that's just think about that, right? So then I kind of flipped it a little bit, and I looked at it at a more closer perspective, and that was, you had freshmen, okay, people who joined the military, who joined West Point, and who became part of the football team at freshmen, 4 years ago, and what I took from it is you have these young people, right? That number one, 4 years ago had a dream of, again, it's a huge rivalry. It's a huge rivalry. So it's one of those games that everybody do. If you're paying any attention to college football, it's just one of those things. But again, if you don't like football, take the story. This is what I'm trying to get at. So here's what I took. You got these young freshmen who started off 4 years ago, right? They had a vision, and that was, again, every single year beating Navy, right? And they hustled, all right? So they had you understand that they had a grueling academic life. They also had to participate and train military-wise on top of a football schedule. So these young kids are putting all their efforts into learning and building themselves and preparing themselves to beat the Navy, right? So they've gone through year after year as freshmen, right? They start off, they're tired, right? They got school, they're being indoctrinated into the military per se. So these guys are getting worn down, and they're also playing football, and they're just, it's a grueling thing. They're going through injuries, all right? They're going through injuries. They're going through losses, all right? They're learning and growing every single day. They have a vision at some point. And so as I'm looking at these young kids, and even the coaching staff, if you think about the coaching staff, they've been going through 14 years of trying to get to this victory. All right? So these guys had a vision, and they went relentless. They were just going for it no matter what. Injuries, losses, which sucked, all that stuff sucked. And they still had to go on with their normal life. 4 years are going to pass anyway. And then what happens today, or not today, this past weekend, for those freshmen that started 4 years ago, Army beat Navy. And so the way I look at this is, the way I translate it is that in my own personal life, in your personal lives, 4 years are going to pass anyway. Okay? 4 years are going to pass anyway. And if you look at your goal being 4 years away from now, right? And imagine going through college. You're going to learn through life. You're going to go through a period of life, 4 years of learning and getting better and failing and all that stuff. 4 years. 4 years are going to pass anyway, God willing. 4 years are going to pass anyway. Why not do something that you're going to your goal, all right? Pick whatever it is that you want to do, right? And 4 years from now, just think 4 years from now. I'm not like, okay, I'm not there in 3 months, I'm going to quit. No, set your sights 4 years from now. 4 years, and learn, okay? Hustle. Do everything that you can to get through it. It's going to suck. It's really going to suck. But I guarantee you, think about this. I guarantee you, if you go and interview every single one of those players, all right, who started off as freshmen, and you interview them and ask them if it was worth it, right? Ask them if it was worth all the lack of sleep, the crazy practices, 2-a-day practices, in the heat, in the rain, in the injuries, and just grinding and losing over and over again. But you ask them if it was worth it at that win. And I guarantee you every single one of them is going to say hell yes. Every one of them. if it was worth going all through all that. So that was the prize for all of these freshmen that were 4 years ago that started. The prize was at some point to beat the Navy. And so in this quote, persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. So they were persistent. They kept going, they kept going, they kept going, they kept going, no matter what happens, all that craziness, and they, boom, 4 years later, as a freshman, they got it. The coaching staff, 14 years later, they got the win. And again, if you ask those people, I guarantee you they're going to say, hell yeah, it was worth it. So that's it, guys. I mean, the game again. I mean, what I took from the game. I mean, it was awesome to see. It was awesome that the Army won. I mean, I'm super excited about that. But I look at it in a different way. You know, I just look at it that persistence pays off. Through life, it's gonna suck. You're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have wins and losses. But as long as you keep your vision, as long as you keep your goal in mind and you just keep pounding at it, keep going. Don't give up. If you give up, you're certain to lose. If you give up, you relinquish all chances of getting the win. That's freaking simple. All right, so do something good. Get good at something that's worth getting good at. All right, there was one thing that Steve Jobs. I was just listening to something real quick. It said, if today was going to be your last day of your life, would you want to do what you're about to do today? All right. If today was going to be the last day of your life, would you want to do what you're about to do today? And so today, whatever it is that you're going to do, put me behind it. Don't just let it be one of those things where, okay, I'm just going to go and do my whole daily routine. Do something towards your goal. For those of you going to a job, you're right now, and again, I'm a jobber, so it's all good. I got it. I plan on getting beyond that point, but right now we're making their dreams. Who we work for, we're about to make their dreams come true, because we're working for them to get to what their dreams are. All right. So now that's going to happen regardless, but there's going to be times within your day that you can be doing something that'll get you closer to your dreams. So do something toward your goal. All right. Be persistent, guys. Be persistent. Stay persistent. Just like the Army Knights, they stayed persistent and they got the win. All right. Love you guys. That's it. I forgot to start my timer because I just wanted to make sure I got everything down, and so super, super awesome. Happy Monday morning. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Don't forget to be positive out there. And again, there was this young lady that said this. Let your smile change the world. Don't let the world change your smile. How awesome is that? Huh? Awesome. Awesome. You guys have a phenomenal Monday morning. All right. What's up, brother? Jim. Oh my gosh. Haven't seen you in forever. Talked to you in forever, man. I hope you guys are doing great. All right. Hey, for those of you catching this on the replay, go ahead and, if you got any value from it, please feel free to share it out on your wall. There might be somebody that really needs that positive, uplifting, kick in the pants, so to speak. So, and then again, if you did, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I hope you got some value, and have an awesome Monday. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. You guys take care. Bye-bye.